I've noticed that most creatives that are into any creative, they always want to keep fit. You can never just see someone that is just
You can't look at
there.
the beans and say, wait, that's not even, that's not the point. That's not the point.
Hi, Vowi.
Oh, so I'm a textile artist, a stylist, and basically a creator. I wake up like by sometimes 6 to work. Being a textile artist is basically making art out of fabrics or fibers. Fibers like cotton, wool, silk, all of that stuff. You have to manipulate it in order to make art. But now infusing fashion design into it, of course, it has to now be where it has to function as an outfit. That's where like the whole artistic side of it now comes in. How you're able to manipulate things in order to make them not
Wearable.
wearable.
What's the basics of being creative as a textile artist?
This is the same formula as being an artist. The elements and principles of art are still there. You just have to incorporate them in what you are doing. Even if you're doing sculpture, painting, ceramics, you still have to incorporate the line, shape, color, all of that. It is still necessary. There are still elements that are present in every form of art, no matter how simple it is.
How would you explain art to someone that is not a creative or someone that is looking to delve into the creative field?
Everybody in their own right is actually a creative. In order for you to be a good doctor, to an extent, you have to actually be creative. This formula plus this formula, this plus this gets you this. So the creative nature is already in human beings. But now for an artist, it all starts from here. The power of an artist is not his hands, it's here. You are literally building an entire universe in your head before you begin to practicalize.
Like you're producing your thoughts into reality.
Exactly. If you can think it, it's possible. For someone like me, I like to think that practice makes perfect. But in my case, I have to do it every time so that it basically registers as muscle memory. Because if you should leave a skill for some time, even if it's still there, in a way, it's not going to be the same. Growth is like very, very important. Like every year that passes, I think for almost 4 years now, I always keep track of my progress, what I have learned, what I have unlearned. I think one thing that creatives tend to overlook is the mental health that goes into creating. So like I recently had a conversation, made the statement that I think the reason why you're probably going to get drained every time or you're going to get angry every time is because of, as an artist, you're constantly pouring into people.
Yeah.
The creative process, all of that, you are actually consistently pouring yourself into other people, and for some reason as a human being you like to
You want to just be
but
you yourself. Like how do you cope with the constant outpour of energy?
I think for me, I talk to people that matter to people that I know that if I should talk to, at least I know that in a way I am getting
I feel
that push, especially when it's not going your way. And the funny part about it is that whole process of trials and tribulations, stress, in a way, it's still in that process of you wanting to kick everybody inside. You are still learning. Even the process too is the art. When you look at it from that aspect, life itself, it will be easier.
How's the journey been for you as a creative that's starting up in Port Harcourt?
Nobody promised it was going to be easy.
Yes.
My friends say that I like to
take the bull by the horn.
Exactly. Like, just turn it out. Yeah, there are sometimes where you feel very vulnerable and you actually cry and dance. Because it didn't work out. I feel like that inner drive, you know what you want. Deep down, you know that you can get what you want from
Yes, you have that faith, you have that belief.
Yeah, you have to. You will fail. The truth is that that's not the end of the journey. I think as young creatives, we've already put ourselves in so much stress and so much standard that we should feel at something. So like,
it's over. We are done. We're not doing it again.
I will not always use passion as my driving force. In a way, it fades. I think my strong point would be discipline. Motivation would die, but discipline would literally keep you on your 10 toes. I think the reason why a lot of creatives tend to shift towards fitness is because a healthy body,
a healthy mind.
If you should think of yourself as a vessel, and not a human being.
Yes.
To an extent, as an artist, I feel like you should not think of yourself as a human.
Yes.
Rather think of yourself as an experience, in the sense that
you're here to give out something.
You're here to give out something. You're here for your purpose and not just
to just put your talent out.
You don't do what you are doing because of you. You are doing it for people. You are not your consumer.
What has been the toughest part of your journey?
Understanding the business side of being a creative.
I swear.
No, you want to make art.
You broke. I'll be making art.
And you still need money to fund your art. That's now where the whole blind faith thing comes in.
Yeah.
It's not there, but
One
it's
day.
going to be there. But the best and strongest thing is grow. They don't just care. In order for you to actually have value, you have to grow with
Your craft or art.
I kind of take everything like a video game in the sense that level after level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you just keep going. But you are still learning so that if that challenge comes in another level, you know that, oh, your challenge as an artist is not the good time.
How do you deal with consistency?
Discipline. When you are sure of where you want to go, you will build a discipline around it. At some point, you work so hard until you learn how to work smart.